Hey, beautiful souls. I know, long time no see. I've been hit just like everybody else with this yucky energy that's got us trapped in May. But as we start getting towards the end, we're starting to see things a lot more clearly. A lot of people had to face a lot of truths, not only about their situations and responsibilities, but also themselves. And some people chose or are choosing not to engage in the shadow work. Hi guys, I'm Catz. If you're new to the channel, I'm a high frequency energy psychic, and I've been developing my gifts over the last 30 years, serving the internet for over 20. And if I resonate with you in any way, shape, or form, please like, share, and subscribe. There's nothing more inspiring to keep me going than that. Okay, and if I reach 500 subscribers, I will have a dedicated day once a week to give free readings, one-card readings, to everybody who joins in the chat. So anyway, so you want to subscribe so you can keep up on it, keep up on me. So anyway, just like everybody else, I've been down and working through my stuff. Trust me, I've had it's been a hell of a month, hasn't it? The first very little beginning of May, just like that much of it was great, wonderful, all this new stuff. It's like, oh my God, everything's coming true, and then bam, everything just went to poop. So, and then we get, some of us went down, drowning in our own mental stuff. Some of us went hiding. This is going to be one of the most honest reads you guys are going to hear from me as far as this year goes. This is going to be a long reading. This is a collective reading. However, it's geared towards people who are awakened, to people who've done the shadow work, faced up to their stuff, and are stepping forward because you know you're worthy. You know what you want, and, you've forgiven yourself for anything that's come up that you might have had to face, made amends, everything you can do. You worked through your shadow work. You saw stuff about yourself through others, and, you stepped into loving yourself more, all this stuff, all the good stuff, okay? And then there's the shadow. The people who are still in the shadow, that heavy shadow energy, they're not coming out of it. They're just, I feel, what I saw in meditation was two groups of people. One had the light on them and their eyes are big, like they're awake. They're woken. And the other people were literally covered in shrouds and just this pouring dark clouds all over them. They were like Pigpen from Charlie Brown. I'm not making a joke. They were walking around just as doom and gloom. And what I saw was the people of light going, yeah, we're going over here. Because they saw the clouds appearing over them and just rumbling, just black and just lighting up. And these guys are just like, la la la, didn't even notice. They were like, nope, I'm focusing only on me. Screw you all. I'm gonna, there were people I saw drinking heavily, doing drugs, indulging in just whatever escapism they could find, okay, ignoring this other stuff, ignoring their shadow work, ignoring the things they need to be paying attention to, the stuff that they want to manifest, okay, because they didn't feel they were worthy, because they were afraid to face their shadows. When it would come up in their face, they'd turn the other way and just drink or escape, okay, that's the only way I can put it. And all of a sudden I saw this one group. Now there's a reason why we have two stacks of cards. People are awakened, people are still in the shadow. As we're going to look into this through the first week of June. Okay. I saw the light, the people were awakened. All of a sudden they're like up on this hill and they're kind of looking down like this. I almost want to say they were eating popcorn, but they weren't. And all of a sudden, literally all hell broke loose down there. Just lightning, thunder, just like the ground opened up and there was like all this volcanic stuff, like destruction. And I saw a tower, and it just fell on top of everybody. And I went, ooh. So, what I see, and we're going to go through the cards so you can see the influences that are going on. And these are planetary, cosmic, as well as divine. We're going to have messages from all three here in the tarot tonight. And we're also going to have special oracle cards for the awakened and for the shadow. And some people are like, screw that. I don't want to shadow, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? The people who balk at that are probably the people who need to be looking at this. So it may not all resonate with everybody. So I'm going to split this up and do yourself a favor. Be honest. Watch both of them. Okay? Just because you might have a little bit of tower stuff to work through, or shadow stuff. We're not in tower mode yet. To work through. That doesn't mean you're not awakened. Do you see what I mean? I mean, there's still stuff to finish up. We're still working on that. This moon is helping us to, as it starts to wane, as we're getting ready to go into a new cycle, which I'll explain later. Anyway, I'm just asking for people to be honest with themselves, to watch both, because this does have information that will help you if you are ready and really willing to step forward and embrace who you really are, for one thing, because you're all beautiful. We all are. You know, we're all worthy and we're deserving of everything that makes us happy. And just need to step into that. That's one of the things that will help raise the energy up here. Okay. So, this week is kind of wrapping up for the awakened. And I know this sounds horrible, and I normally don't do deadlines or anything like that because, you know, not everything's set in stone. Do not take all these word for word. However, if it resonates, that's a message for you from Spirit, and this is timeless. However, in this case, normally I would say this is timeless. It's not, only because this is happening right now for this week and going into next week. This is like a last call. Okay, last chance. Last call. Last call for the shadow people. Okay. The awakened, it's time to wrap it up and get ready to go, because things are going to start moving and you're going to start seeing just things just light up. Okay. Unfortunately, the shadow people will be moving into tower mode next week. So let's stop with the teasing and let's get into the reads. Okay. To be fair, I'm going to read from both the awakened deck and the shadow deck, shadow cards. Okay. So we're going to do one at a time, all right? So, because some things in the shadow might help some of the awakened that are still releasing and still starting to come out of it and starting to see things. It might help. There may be a message in there for you too, so please do not try to shut down the shadow stuff. A lot of people just, look, I'm done. I don't want to even look at that. But the thing is, the more honest you are with it, the less likely you're going to have that tower, okay? And we'll discuss kind of a little bit of that over here too. All right, so we're going to go into the awakening. And what we got is the Magician. We have the Magician energy supporting those. Okay, this is, now we can start really manifesting. Start focusing on your goals. Get back into it now. Your passions, the things that you haven't been feeling passionate about, you maybe been questioning, maybe your doubts and fears. We have like 9 and 8 of Swords energies hitting us like crazy. Okay, and then we had Wands energy, which is fire. Okay, we had a lot of this energies, and then from the planetary stuff we had going on, oh my God. Then we had the Scorpio moon to top it off. So, and I'm talking about recent energies. Now things are starting to clear. We step back into our manifestation mode. Start working now. We are being called to work now. That's for the awakened. Okay, and everybody can do this. I shouldn't label it. I'm trying not to, be specific. This isn't gender based. I mean energy based, but that's what I'm feeling for those who are starting to feel clear, starting to feel a little better. The good stuff, the good energy is lasting a little longer every day, and the downsides aren't, or that heavy energy is not lasting as long. This is your pile. Okay, now for the shadows. Hermit mode. Okay, the energy of the Hermit is upon you. Now, I don't read these traditionally. I read them by energy because these are coming from the cosmic and the divine. What I see is Hermit is isolation, isolating, secrets being kept, kind of going into your cave, keeping this stuff to yourself, kind of keeping your, you know how we always have a best friend that we open up and tell all our fears to? Well, the shadow, I feel like the people on this side have not been able to do that. They don't want to do that. They want to show a different face, like, no, I got this, yeah, this is going on, but I'm good, I got this, or playing it down, and because of that, it seems like the cave, you're getting further and further, deeper into the cave. That's the energy I am seeing. It's not you're being pushed, you're backing into the cave, and with your, he's got a lantern, but I feel that in this case, the energy is the escapism, the energy of just escaping, not wanting to face it. That's like, I don't want to talk about it. I want to go here. So when everybody wants to talk about it, you go further into the cave and you're going into escapism, whether it could be drugs, alcohol, sex, somebody doesn't know anything about your life, and you're escaping into that, or whatever it is, whatever vice or temptation. That's what I'm seeing there. And you're being called to the attention of this. Okay. All right. Now, all right, for the awakened, you're going to start feeling really good. You're going to start getting accolades. I feel that there's a lot of good, positive, I want to say rewarding energy coming. The blessings around you. But you're being asked to be humbled. Okay? It's one of those things where you can overstep past humility and into ego. Okay, so you're being asked to be aware of this. If you haven't stepped into this now, this energy is just giving a little warning going, appreciate what you have. Be very humbled by it. Yes, you've worked hard through your shadows. Yes, you faced things. Yes, you stepped up to your responsibility. Everything's working out. But you're still human, you know. That doesn't make you a superhero. Maybe to yourself. Give yourself the pat on the back. But other people... You know what I mean? You got to remember, too, you don't, some people are still going to be struggling, so you want to be there for them. But we want to lead by example by not being like, hey, look, see, because I face my shadow. Look at me. Ha, ha, ha. I got all this now, and look all this good stuff happening, and look at you. You just got to do the work. You need to be like me. Okay, so you got to bring the humility in is what this energy is going to be bringing to your attention. If you are kind of getting a little like... I mean, I know that sounds weird. Some people are like going, I'm not like that. But sometimes, I mean, this isn't for everybody that's awakened. There are some that are going to feel like, ooh, I got through that. Ooh, suckers. Ha, I'm cooking. I'm still leaving you behind. You know what I mean? We still need to show kindness and compassion to others who are working towards stuff, but are not reaching it because they are here. Okay? You know, they're suffering their own mental punishment. Okay. For this shadow side, the devil. Okay. Temptation. Temptation, it could be anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Okay. Temptation can come in many forms. Escapism can come in many forms. But the thing is this is taking you away from the very things that you are wanting to manifest because you're not facing whatever it is that you're, I don't want to say it, maybe you're afraid of, or maybe you don't want conflict, you're afraid of conflict, or you're afraid of owning up. Maybe you made a mistake, or maybe you feel guilty about something, and in order for you to move past this to get what you want, you have to face that. And you're like, look, it's done, I don't want to even go there. But escaping is not, this is a really heavy influence here, okay? But the thing is with this energy, too, it's not trying to encourage you. It's trying to call your attention to it. For those who are still kind of feeling, for those of you in hermit mode here, you know, kind of going down, you know, and staying there and getting deeper and deeper in the cave, okay? So, you really want to be aware of these escapist tendencies. And you know what? I'm a Pisces. I caught myself doing that, pulled myself right out. I didn't like it. Trust me, I'd rather have lived in my own little head fantasy where everything's okay, but no. Because in the reality, every time I woke up and looked around, I'm still here. It's still the same shit, so might as well get through it, right? So, and even if it didn't feel good and it was very uncomfortable, somehow I pushed through it, you know, and I was aware of that. So this energy coming in for you guys of working on your shadow, or who are deep in the shadows still, you're being called to pay attention to this. This is like a last call, okay? Wake up. Look what you're doing. And the thing is, you don't have to, and the thing is, this is about you and making you happy. And it is affecting people around you, but the thing is, they're not reacting the way they normally would. They'd step in and say something. Now they're just kind of backing away a little bit. And you haven't noticed that yet. You haven't noticed the signs that they're starting to step back away because they're like, that's not you. You know, they know, but they're, you know, they're hoping you notice, you know, but when we're in this energy, we're so focused within, but not in the, within, we're within, in here, in the head. We don't notice when the people that we really care about, or the people, you know, our family, friends, and partners, maybe you don't realize, all of a sudden you look around, and they're like either way over here, or they're gone, you know. So you're being called to really look and see where you're escaping, okay? And try and being honest with yourself and asking why. You know, you want to push past that so you can have all this wonderful good energy back again. You can have this. It's there for you. Okay, this weekend, I know it's Memorial Day weekend and everything. Great timing, you know, great timing, universe. But the thing is this is the final call. So okay, awakened. Now this is interesting. We got the 7 swords. Okay, this is where the awakened in the shadow. Okay, this is where things are being seen. Okay, the people who are awakened are seeing what's going on here. Okay, especially if you're close to them, especially if they're, like I said, family, especially, and partners. Okay, especially in relationships, we're seeing this. We see this. Okay, and the thing is, the people doing the whatever the escapism, I'm going to call it escapism. I'm not going to say cheating or lying or sneaking around. It's whatever the escapism is for you, okay? We see this, but the shadow people are like, nobody sees me. But look, it's broad daylight. Yes, we do see you loud and clear. We see it all. Okay, we're seeing it, okay? So this energy, I feel, too, is just to put... this energy is to basically shine a spotlight. So whatever you think you've been hiding is, so you know, is no longer hidden. And these people, the awakened, are seeing everything more clear now than ever. Now, I don't, maybe some of you, this might not resonate with everybody, but if you do have someone working on it, I'm going to say almost everybody has somebody still in the shadows and somebody's awakened in their space. So, but the thing is, things are becoming very clear and open. Now, as far as communication goes, if you're honest, especially for the awakened to move forward, and you talk to your shadow person or whoever it is that's hermiting or escaping, you know, and being honest about it, you could, it's up to them to respond back appropriately, you know, to be open and say, yes, and this is why. And that's where it's up to them. So I know that sounds sketchy and I didn't mean for that to come out. It's just, this is something that I feel is very personal for everybody. And it's up to you. Free will is in play here very heavily. Though the divine has a hand in what's going on in the background. The divine has heard our prayers. The divine has been working on what we want to manifest. People, I mean, all around the world have been saying, I cannot believe this is that and that. There's all this proof. But some people are still not feeling worthy. Okay, but anyway, the whole point of this, sorry guys, I don't mean to ramble on. I get so much stuff at once. This 7 of Swords energy is to basically cut through the bullshit, and it's almost like there was this curtain and these swords cut right through and went, look, and everything's revealed, like the Wizard of Oz when Toto ran behind the thing and, you know, got the curtain down. It's like, oh, there's just a guy. It's not a wizard. It's not some mystical supernatural being. It's this guy doing all this BS. That's what this energy is coming in. Okay, so it's up to the awakened and the shadow people and how this will turn out, okay, on communication. But remember both sides, okay, to be open and to be kind, not just to the people you're talking to, but to yourself. Be honest, be compassionate, okay? It's almost like I want to say you must talk to whoever's doing the talking, okay? Talk to them as if you want them to talk to you. How would you explain something? How would you take that? You know what I mean? It's talking to yourself, basically. Whether it's a family member, parent, kid, brother, sister, sibling, partner, best friend. I mean, remember to communication is very, very key the next week. Okay, especially the end of, towards the weekend, it's really going to become very important that you're very clear, but you're very compassionate. But you want to make it, you want to cut through the BS and just get to the point, but in a very compassionate way. That, like, it's a way that you want to hear it, even if it's painful. You know, honesty can be a turn on for some people. You know, but honesty is also very painful at times too. So. We need to be open for that, okay? All right, awakened. 4 of Wands. We got the 4 of Wands here. There's a lot of blossoming happening. Okay, the energies I'm getting from the 4 of Wands is about the garden that you started before all the heavy stuff hit and kind of made you, you know, kind of step back from that. It's still there. It's still blossoming. It's still blooming. Because back here, you still want that. That's still something you want to manifest through. So anything that you've started before this May energy hit, this cleansing energy, is detox energy is what I want to call it, getting the old. It's forcing us to get rid of old thinking patterns and behavior patterns that we picked up from the past and no longer serves this new stuff coming in. So to be open to it, it's still there, it's still blossoming, and you're being asked to go back to that and start tending to it again. Don't be afraid. Even if you're not feeling it right away, right now, because we're still shedding that shadow energy, it will start blossoming. You will start stepping into that again. It takes time and patience. But if it's really what you want, start putting some of your attention towards that, and then now you can. Now you'll be able to. You're stepping at your head. You're starting to get out of your head now, and you're stepping back into the world a little bit more clear, a little bit more clarity there. And now you can look around and see, oh gosh, you know, I need to do this and that and this. It'll be a lot easier. You're not going to have that heavy weight, though it might be a little awkward at first to get back into it. Just take deep breaths and be patient with yourself. Baby step. It's still there. It's still there waiting for you. It's just waiting. It's like hanging man. It's like hanging man, hang man. It's just waiting. It was in suspension till you shed your stuff, and now you can come back to it, and it's really going to blossom. Okay, now, shadow. Okay. When you're in the cave and the escape stuff's happening, we tend to feel, usually sometimes the root of it can be not feeling secure, not feeling sanctuary, not feeling safe. This isn't just about pentacles. This is a 5 of Pentacles, which talks about like not seeing the light, okay, and only seeing the clouds, being stuck in your head, being stuck in maybe just seeing just darkness when you're in your cave. Even though you have this light here, this light is fueled by things that aren't, you know, they're escapisms. These are things that are temporary, you know, like a temporary high, temporary escape. They're not going to hold. They're not going to hold much longer. They're weakening. They're not giving you that thrill that they once were a few weeks ago. It's starting to fade. Yeah, well, so this is what I feel like over the weekend. I feel Saturday's energy is coming in. You're going to start feeling this, okay? But what you got to know is, if you notice, she's feeling lost and she's hurt and she doesn't know what to do, and it's raining, it's cloudy. Where do I go? I have no shelter. There's shelter right there. And in other traditional tarots, there's light coming out of the windows, you know, but these people are so into, oh my God, doom, gloom, and woe is me. I have no place to go. But there's some place right in front of you, but you can't see it because you're so focused on the hurt. You're so focused on, you know, the fear, the lack of, okay? I don't have a bandage. Oh my God, I'm bleeding to death, you know, but not looking that you have something you can wrap around your hand. You know, something simple as that. That energy is going to be there, but this energy is trying to show you that you do have this. It's here. It's here. However, it does help that you have somebody that represents this sanctuary, this security. Could be family, friends, your partner, but you're so into yourself, you're not seeing it, and it's closer than you think. And sometimes when you get like this, and you realize what's happening, sometimes you look over, see your partner and go, but how do I get back? How do I mean, what if they reject me? If they're awakened, they understand. You always have sanctuary there. If you want it, it's there for you. And it's not another escapism. It's about feeling secure and standing in your own. This is about understanding that the people that are awakened, that are truly supportive of you, won't judge, but will be supportive and give you what you need to get through this, to see the light. Because the light is there. It's always there. It's how we choose to see things around us or choose what we see. Free will. Okay? So you have a choice this weekend. And you're going to actually have, what I see for the shadow, but you're going to have this beautiful moment of choice. Okay? This is going to light up this church. It's a symbolic of a church, or this sanctuary. Okay? Whether it's going to be in a person, whether it's your partner, your family, a loved one, okay? Sibling, best friend, okay? This is going to light up. And you're going to have a moment where you're going to see this. And it's up to you. If you choose to walk towards it and embrace it, run to it, it's okay. You can run to it or walk by. That's your choice. Okay, awakened. Now, even though things are going to start moving, we're going to start getting excited. Temperance energy is coming in over the weekend. To be patient. Okay, there's going to be kind of a slow down over the weekend because there's going to be a lot of stuff going on since Memorial. I feel like that energy is going to be interfering a little bit because everybody's in party mode. Oh, we're going to go here, we're going to go there. Oh, it's a weekend. Yay, woo, long weekend. Okay, well, for some of you. Anyway. But anyway, patience is required and to trust your gut, especially with some of the shadow people I feel that there's going to be quite a few. They're going to be woke this weekend. So patience. Okay, compassion and perseverance. But follow your gut. You will be guided to move forward in certain things this weekend. There's certain, I feel like for some of you, this may not resonate with everybody. There might be things coming up tied into what you're manifesting. It might come up over the weekend. Follow your gut on that. But be patient with others around you is what I'm feeling with the temperance energy that's coming in. Be very patient because some people are going through this. Okay, they're going to be feeling this pretty hard. You can be there. You know, you might be one of those people. Okay, or you might be a party to this. You might be a part of the sanctuary, a network for this person too. I know that sounds weird. It's almost like I see a group setting and where somebody breaks down and goes blah, 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 you know, in front of everybody, in front of their closest and dearest friends. There may be 2 or 3 people involved there. And you need to be there with compassion and patience. No judging, but full understanding, because we've all of us this month have been there, not feeling secure in where we're at. Maybe it's our environment. Maybe it's a relationship. Okay. Maybe it's a job where we feel shaky. We don't feel secure. We've all been there this month. So that's where your experience with it comes in to support somebody who's starting to awaken. Okay. Okay. God, I felt this energy hit me right in the gut too. Okay. For the people working in the shadows, you had your advice, the things you need to be aware of to come out of this narrative, to get clear and out of this funk. And it's up to you. It's free will. But there is an energy coming in because the universe, your spirit guide, your higher power source has been trying to get you to release, to accept yourself for who you are, to forgive any karmic guilt, anything from past relationships, anything you've done in the past, anything that may have happened recently you feel bad about, things that you can't face, things that you're maybe you just don't like conflict, maybe you don't feel like dealing with anything, you just go, I just want to get it over with, you know, just can it happen, blah, 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 whatever it is. And if you choose to walk by the sanctuary when it appears this weekend, the tower will happen next week. Now, I know everybody just, oh my God, turn it off. Don't turn it off. Now, wait a minute. Now, the tower can come in many forms, and it may not be as severe as it might sound. A lot of people freak when they see either death or the tower, but there's so many different levels. And remember, I picked this up energetically. This tower is going to literally rip my hair off. No, rip the veil off your eyes. It's going to bring reality screaming in. okay, for a lot of you that have been hiding, okay? For some of you, I feel, in the shadow work, that it's not going to be as heavy or as shocking or as bad. I think you'll be ready for it. Some of you go, okay, all right. For some of you who have really, I feel like some of you have been so much in denial. People are getting hurt around you, though you've been pushing them away. You're starting to do that now. I feel that's where the cave, that whole backing into the cave, like, get away from me, like, almost like you know you're going to blow. But it's not so much you're going to blow. Okay. But all the Tower is, this energy is going to do, is going to really kind of make you look at what you've been doing. You know, all that stuff's going to go away. Everything you've been, all right, I'll use an example. If you got a side chick, you've been escaping, this person knows, he or she knows nothing about the other person, doesn't know anything about your life, just sees whatever mask you're giving them, and you're loving that, it's going to Tower. Bad. This person may find, for example, I'm just trying to give examples for those who are kind of going, like, what kind of moments are we expecting here? Well, if that's going on, like, say the Tower moment might be, all of a sudden, this person finds out everything. You're done. It's over. And that's probably, oh God, now I got to go back to oh no, and I got to hope this person doesn't find out. Guess what? They find out too. So it's I'm just using that for an example. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen to everybody. Everybody's Tower moment is unique to them. So it's going to be whatever is needed, okay, needs to go, is going to be taken, okay? Maybe you've been kind of getting edged to, maybe the universe is trying to show you signs. Hey, you know what? Your skills are better used elsewhere. You know, you need to, you know, let's move forward. And you're at first in the beginning of May, you're like, yeah, I'm going to move forward. I want a new career. And you start looking at stuff, and all of a sudden the energy hit, and you're like, well, you know what? That's kind of scary, blah, blah, blah. And things start getting bad at work, and things start getting worse at work, and you're thinking, well, maybe it's just me, blah, blah, blah. And then, but the thing is, I feel that for some of you in the career field, this may not resonate with everybody, but I do feel that for some of you had opportunities come during this month that you just kind of, yeah, no, yeah, oh yeah, that sounds great, and then not doing anything about it. This is where the Tower moment can come in, okay, because you were meant to go in that direction, okay? At least take the steps and get it prepared for the end of May going into June, because that's when all the new stuff is manifesting, okay? Like, if anybody had job opportunities and you've looked into it, it's going to manifest, okay? But for Tower moments, I'm just giving examples of what some of them could be. It could be a personal revelation. It could be all of a sudden you see everything clearly what you've been doing. Okay, it could just be as simple as that, and then you have to deal with the fallout with yourself. And then coming forward and you know, making amends or doing what you can to try to rebuild, you know, your relationships or whatever it is that the Tower's made you realize that you've been doing or, you know, not doing. Okay, hopefully that made sense. I have a hard time talking about that because I'm just picking up the energies, and I know the Tower, I've had my share of Tower moments, and I'll tell you, I mean, I'm grateful I went through them, but I don't like going through them. You know what I mean? No one likes to go through a Tower moment, but you know what? In the end, when you come out of it, you just feel so much more yourself, and things are a lot better. Then you start realizing, oh, okay, now I see why this had to go. I see why I had to stop doing this. I see why now. Look at this good stuff that's in its place. The Tower's coming in to get rid of that stuff so you could have something so much more better, something better than that. That's going to replace it. Okay. All right, now they awaken. Okay, first week of June. Movement, movement, movement. That's what I'm feeling with the Chariot. Okay? And I feel that Magician energy is also going to be very strong. You are leading your Chariot, okay, to greater heights. Okay? You guys are going to see some major activity the first week of June with the things you want to manifest, whether it's relationships. I feel there could be sudden, like, surprises. There could be proposals. There could be marriages. There could be children. Okay? There could be, I feel like there's, the fertility and creativity. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean children, but if that's what you want, if you're not ready for kids, you might want to be careful the first week of June. Just saying. But there's a huge, this beautiful chariot energy coming in. Okay, and and like I said, I don't read this traditionally because everybody's like, well, that's not what the chariot is. Well, you know, I'm reading the energy. So what I feel is movement, 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 and you're steering it. And the thing is, you're steering it exactly in the direction you need to go. Following your gut instinct, okay, first and foremost, okay. This magician energy actually is going to strengthen throughout the weekend into next week when we really start laying that. It's not just so much laying the groundwork, but we're actually making the steps, pushing things forward, okay? And the chariot's going to move that pretty quick in June, so be prepared. So if you get some relaxation time this weekend, relax because things are going to get really busy that first week of June, and it's going to bring in some amazing, wonderful stuff. Now, shadow. Okay, once the tower hits, okay, and you see everything and you face it and you own responsibility to it, and whatever the work you have to do personally, we get this beautiful Ace of Pentacles energy starts coming in. It will come in and start lifting you. You're starting feeling more strong, feeling more yourself. You're going to feel more grounded, okay? You feel more secure in who you are, which is extremely important, which is what I feel with the shadow here. You know, new beginnings, brand new stuff coming in, new opportunities that are, you're going to get the new opportunities. You're going to get that chance. You're going to have those opportunities. I shouldn't say chance. These are real opportunities linked to what you want to manifest. This energy is supporting that. This energy will be bringing this. It will be opening doors is what I see. Opening doors to new opportunities. It could be in love. Not necessarily, it doesn't always have to be money. I just feel like this is a very grounding, secure, root chakra energy is going to be coming in. So where you weren't, see, to me, the theme of this shadow, the people who are still hanging on shadow, is not feeling secure, not feeling safe. And once the tower moment happens, boom, this grounding root chakra energy is going to lock you in, and you're going to finally feel secure. And not only in the world around you, in your environment, but in yourself, in who you are. And that is a big, the masks are off now. It's a brand new beginning. You can start as you. You don't have to be, you know, masking and being like, hey, I'm, you know, blah, 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 and da-da-da. You know, you don't, it won't even feel comfortable to do that anymore because it's not you. Okay, so you got this beautiful new beginnings, okay? New opportunities, and there's going to be good things coming to you, like good luck. Okay, you'll start seeing things working in your favor once that tower moment happens and you see everything. You go, okay, I get it. I know what I have to do. And once you start stepping forward and doing the work, the universe goes, all right, there you go. Let's help you out. You're not going to be left alone, and you will have the people that who are awakened helping you too. You just got to be open to it. But I feel that with right now, as far as the current energy, with the people who are still in shadow mode, a lot of it is self-work, okay? If somebody did offer you advice at the moment, like right now, you wouldn't really be that open. You go, yeah, I listen, yeah. But you wouldn't really be, because you're still stuck in here. So, but you will get there. That's where that moment happens this weekend. Here. It could be something somebody says that makes you go, and you look at him, and it just hits you like lightning. And then all of a sudden the clouds clear. Okay? But definitely you have the support of this beautiful Ace of Pentacles energy with the earthy, grounding, secure feeling. You're going to start feeling stronger. You're going to start seeing things going, okay, let's get going. You're going to have that surge, okay, of starting over and starting fresh with a brand new clean slate because you've earned it by getting through this. You know, all the shadow work you're doing, even the escapism, it's work to get out of it. And pat on the back, good on you, and be proud of yourself, okay, when you make it through the tower. Because you will. You will. And you will also have this beautiful energy. What did I say? You'll be feeling strong. We got this strength card in. Being courageous. Courage. Stepping through Any fears that are anything that'll be lingering maybe a little bit, you know, sometimes we have a little bit of stuff hanging over there. You're going to be able to get right through it, like just like lint, just pick it off and toss it. You'll be able to get through it. You have this beautiful supportive energy. You have the support of the universe. They want you out of the shadow. They want you to step into this beautiful, beautiful manifestation energy that you were working so hard for. And, you know, everybody's different. Everybody handles certain things differently. But the universe wanted you to get through this so you could have this. But you had to get through that so you can receive these energies. I feel that the message for you is to receive, to be open to receiving, because you are worthy and deserving. We all are. We really are. You know, we really are. And this is beautiful energies coming in for you guys on the shadow work. Your shadow work is going to pay off. Okay, don't be afraid. You know, we've all, even the people who were awakened, it wasn't any easier for us to go through what we had to go through. Trust me. Okay, but we're awake and we can help. You know, if you have someone that you kind of want to talk to or open up to and you're feeling it in the moment, do it. Don't miss that opportunity. It's going to help a lot, you know, and you're going to feel that security. For some of you, I feel that if you do this, see that sanctuary, and you really open up and receive that, that's going to release so much right there, and you're going to get this energy. These two energies are there, by the way, the whole time over this weekend. Okay, and then through next week to the first week of June for you guys. But they're there underneath all of this, but you can't receive it yet because you're blocking. Okay, because of these energies in the head. We can block this stuff pretty easy. But if you're feeling little surges of ups, that's these energies coming in to support you. But for those of you who do get this clarity moment, that sanctuary, that safety feeling, that feeling secure, this energy is going to come flying in, okay? Sometimes it's just a matter of opening up and going, blah, that's it. Everything you've hidden. You know, no matter how scary it can be, like, I don't know how this person's going to react. I don't know how my family's going to react to this, or I don't know. I got to admit all the stuff. I could lose this person. But you don't know. Because there's clarity here. You know? But it's up to you, guys. It's free will. And I really love to see this energy hitting everybody through the weekend, because that would be awesome. So I know this was kind of a harsh reading. It felt like it, but there's good stuff coming for all of us as long as we do the work and get moving. You know, awakened ones, don't be slacking. You can party this weekend, but you got shit to do, so make sure you network. Okay, now for those in shadow, this is the Heal Yourself Oracle. And I felt that there was a message for you guys in here. I feel there's going to be a couple of cards. Let's see. So what does Spirit have for people working in the shadows? Opening up and unleashing your creativity. If you feel like stepping into that, that'll help. A lot of times that's a great way to release your inner demons, okay? The stuff that you can't say to somebody or you're afraid to. You can, if you're creative, if you're an artist in any way, shape, or form, you know, you compose music, you sing. Say what you mean. No more sugarcoating. No more saying what you, no more with the masks, basically. Say what you mean. Be very plain. Even if you know it might hurt the other person, being honest is going to be your ticket. It really will to freedom. It really will to your own personal freedom. Getting out of that cave. I feel like there's one more for you guys. But these are the energies that are also supporting you, as well as a message from Spirit to you. You're not alone. Spirit has not turned its back on you. You're not being punished by the universe at all. They're like, hey, we got these two energies here for you guys. Hello. They're here right now for you. Right now. It's like the Nine of Swords. It's your head. It's your head. The programming. Past programming. That's what I keep getting. That may not resonate with everybody. Oh, see? As I was talking, entrapment. Okay? They're calling your attention for this. The entrapment, I don't feel it's a situation, but I feel it's a state of mind. And they're trying to explain what's happening and why you're not feeling or receiving these energies right now. You've entrapped yourself in guilt, resentment, regret, jealousy, envy, fear. Fear of conflict, fear of commitment, fear of moving forward, fear of change is a big one. But most importantly, that's a big one too. Fear of rejection. Coming out of this and going blah to somebody. Fear of rejection. You can't let that stop you from having this. Those who are awakened already know. They already see. And if you're still talking to them now, you don't have to worry about this. There's no judgment. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does. And this is really awesome, by the way, guys. From the universe to the shadow workers. Phoenix rising. You're going to come out of this. And you're going to come out of it blazing. And you're going to come out of it strong. And everything's going to light up. And everything is going to work in your favor. No matter what you've done to get through this month. To get through your shadow work here, okay? Because you are worthy. No matter what's going on. Everybody escapes in their own way. We all do it. Even the awakened ones, okay? There's no judgment in that. We're all just human beings. Spiritual beings living a human experience. And everybody's getting the spiritual kind of kicked out of them. Kicked their awakenings. So you guys are also going through an awakening. And maybe you don't like what you see. But you need to show yourself some compassion and love and understand that a lot of times the stuff that happens, how we view ourselves, has to do with past conditioning or past traumas and experiences that have to do with how other people were towards us, made us believe we weren't worthy, we were pieces of shit, we're never going to amount to anything, oh, we're just good for one thing, okay? That's false. That's not true. That's what somebody told us. But that's not who we are. That is not who we are. You are the phoenix rising, those who are working in the shadows. You are. And you're going to have some amazing stuff happen. Okay, this is for the awakened ones. A message from Spirit from the Messenger Oracle. God, I hope this reading helped people. It was really hard for me to do this. I had a hard time. This is the first time I was able to sit down and do this neutrally. My own shadow stuff going. Seek your destiny. It's time. Time to step forward. Awakened ones. Okay, it's time for us to, we know what we want. And to me, it's not, the energy I'm getting from this card isn't just to seek it. To see it. You know what you want. You've always wanted it. Yeah, you had some down moments here this month, but guess what? Look at the Lynx is sitting there going, excuse me, I've been waiting. Hello? Hello? Are you coming in or what? You're going to step out? Yeah. We're going to. So whatever you have to do, just remember you haven't lost anything. Things have been on hold, okay, while you're doing your work. All right? I feel like there's one more for the awakened. Message from Spirit, please. From our higher power from Source. What message do you have for the awakened? Trust in magic. Trust in you. Trust in your own magic. If you're psychic, develop and trust in those powers. The ravens are very strong messengers, okay, for wisdom and knowledge. Study up. If there's things you need to learn more, maybe improve your skills or up your skills in whatever you're trying to manifest with the Four of, with the Four of Wands energy, starting to step back into your manifestation mode. Trust in that. Trust your gut. But I also feel that knowledge, stepping into it, maybe looking at it from a different angle, getting other people's opinions that maybe have more experience and skill in whatever you're trying to manifest. Last one, embrace the feminine. There's that fertility and creativity energy right there. Embrace the feminine side. Be compassionate, be kind, be nurturing. There are people around us that feel very lost still. So we need to remember and be mindful, even though we're working on our stuff, to be kind and compassionate to those who are just trying to work through their own stuff, who are not feeling so good about themselves. Okay? They're trying to hide from it. They're trying to hide from you. Okay? Through other vices or other escapes. I shouldn't say it's not just like other people and stuff like that. It could be anything. Okay? And they're feeling lost. So to be the light, the beacon, we lead through example, but we also have to put out that energy and not just be so focused on, yes, we need to make us happy first. We don't want, I know everybody's like, I don't want to get involved in people's drama. No, but you can still be nurturing. You can still be compassionate. As you are to yourself, be that unto others, because you will see that reflected back. That's another energy that's been going on here. Your actions are going to reflect back. And I mentioned this last week about karmic energy. So what you put out will come back. So the more compassionate and kind and understanding you are of other people, and try not to take things too personally, and being open and just being there, that's going to come back on you in a wonderful way. Okay, guys. So on that note, thank you very much for hanging in there. Any feedback would be great on this reading. And please, if this resonated, like, share, and subscribe. And I'd like to hear how everybody's week turned out next week, or after the weekend. You know, good or bad, okay? Because I like to open dialogue with this and really get some conversation going on for those who are stepping out of the shadows and those who are awakened, okay? And also, I do have a special going on. Again, I'm going to be carrying over this clarity. If you are still foggy about not sure about a situation or something you had been manifesting, maybe you've changed your mind, you're not sure, and you think you see signs and I'm not sure, I'm confused, then we'll get some clarity on that for you with my reading down below. It's $22.22. You can, all the information to contact me for that reading is below in the description box. And again, thank you guys for your patience and understanding. For me not being here recently, I've been going through my own awakening and shadow work myself, and I will tell you, I know it's going to be worth it. I can tell. I just know it is. So, and it's going to be that way for you guys. We're all getting some good stuff coming in, no matter where you're at or what you're working through. You are worthy. You are deserving. You're beautiful and amazing as long as you are being who you truly are. Not just to the world, but to yourself. On that note, guys, sending you much love and light, and I'll see you next time.